While it might look like a quirky, low-slung delivery van, the Lotus Europa is actually one of the most celebrated driver's cars ever made, crafted with Lotus founder Colin Chapman's belief in simplicity and lightness. Born from a bid for the prestigious GT40 project and evolving into a legendary mid-engine road car, the Lotus Europa represents an innovative chapter in sports car history and remains a symbol of the minimalist performance that Lotus embodies. Now, the genesis of the Lotus Europa begins not with a British road car, but with an ambitious plan by Ford to dethrone Ferrari at the 24-hour of Le Mans. After Ferrari refused to sell its company to Ford, Henry Ford II set out to end Ferrari's endurance racing dominance, kicking off what became the GT40 project. Lotus, already a respectable name in motorsport, was among the companies Ford approached for a design concept. Engineer Ron Hickman and Chapman contributed a mid-engine prototype that, though ultimately not chosen, laid the groundwork for what would become the Lotus Europa. P.S. For those that didn't know, Lola's Mark VI won the contract. Anyways, using this concept as a basis, Lotus began developing its first mid-engine road car, codenamed the Type 46, with the goal of bringing racing technology to the road. Released in 1966, the Lotus Europa took what could have been a missed opportunity and transformed it into a milestone in sports car design. The Europa was designed around Lotus's famed principle of reducing weight wherever possible. The car was built on a steel backbone chassis, a method that provided rigidity without excessive mass. Borrowed from the smaller Lotus Elan, this backbone was modified to accommodate the Europa's mid-mounted engine, a key element of the car's remarkable handling. Lotus outfitted the Europa with a fiberglass body for further weight reduction. Early models even had the fiberglass body bonded directly to the chassis for added structural integrity, though later models switched to a bolt-on approach to make repairs easier. Aerodynamically, the Europa was one of the most advanced production cars of the 1960s, with a drag coefficient of just 0.29, a figure that rivaled or bested many supercars that would follow. The suspension was equally forward-thinking. Chapman designed a fully independent suspension system for the car, featuring double wishbones up front and an innovative strut system at the rear. Known as the Chapman strut, this rear suspension setup became a hallmark of Lotus's racing and road cars, providing nimble handling and superb feedback. For power, Chapman looked to Renault's newly introduced 16 model, which was powered by a compact lightweight aluminium inline-4 paired with a 4-speed transaxle. There was one major challenge though. In the Renault 16, the powertrain was configured for a front-wheel drive car. If Lotus placed it midship in the Europa, it would end up with 4 reversed gears and 1 forward, which is not exactly ideal in a sports car. But ingeniously, Lotus engineers repositioned the differential crown wheel within the final drive assembly, allowing the car to go forward with 4 gears and just having 1 reverse. To bring the Renault engine up to standards of a Lotus car, Chapman's team upgraded it with larger intake valves, dual valve springs, and a twin-barrel carburetor, raising the output from 63 horsepower to 82. Though modest, this power was sufficient given the car's incredibly low curb weight of just 1,400 pounds or 635 kilograms. With a 0 to 60 mph time of 9.3 seconds and a top speed of 120 miles per hour, the Europa wasn't the fastest car on paper, but its handling was unmatched. Where other sports cars might boast raw horsepower, the Europa offered something far more unique: razor-sharp handling. The Europa's mid-engine layout, combined with its advanced suspension and featherweight construction, gave it a level of agility and responsiveness rarely seen in street cars. Motoring journalists of the day heaped praise on the Europa, and drivers quickly realized that despite its modest engine, the car felt faster than it was, with exceptional balance and cornering precision. Though Lotus expanded the Europa's lineup to include models with the Ford Lotus twin-cam engine in the early 1970s, delivering up to 126 horsepower, even the original Renault-powered models proved capable of holding their own against more powerful competitors. Fuel efficient and easy to maintain, the Europa was a sports car that prioritized driver engagement over straight-line speed, and in so doing, it carved out its own niche as a beloved driver's car. Now, the Lotus Europa's production run lasted from 1966 to 1975, with just over 9,000 units being built. It might not have been as powerful as contemporaries like the Porsche 911 or the Ferrari Dino, but it delivered something unique, an experience that truly connected the driver to the road. Its rarity and unique engineering makes it a fascinating choice for collectors today, with early Series 1 and Series 2 models typically being priced around $15,000, and the more powerful twin-cam variants reaching around $30,000. And despite being overshadowed by later Lotus models like the Esprit, the Europa retains a loyal following among enthusiasts who value its purity of design. Its place in sports car history as one of the first mid-engine production cars and its affordability make it one of the more accessible classic Lotus models for drivers who prioritize handling over horsepower. Though perhaps not as well known as some of Lotus's other models, the Europa embodies Colin Chapman's ethos as much as any other car he ever built. Lightweight, agile, and uncompromisingly designed for driving enthusiasts. But at the end of the video, please let me know what you guys thought of the video and what you guys think of this car. Did you know about this Lotus? And if you did, do you like it? I personally like the idea of it. I do think the engine is a bit boring, but I mean, a car that only weighs 635 kilograms, you don't need a lot of power to get that thing around the track. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you guys did like it, you'll most like most of my other stuff. So just go through my channel, see if there's something else like. I'll check you guys in the next one. Cheers,